It's time now for the Muletrain News Program on this Thursday, November the 14th, 2019, brought to you today by the First Bank, along with Leal's Mexican Restaurant. Gary Etheridge died Wednesday last week on November the 6th in Cedar Park, just north of Austin, after a long battle with cancer. He was a nurse for many years in Lubbock. He is a Muleshoe High School graduate of the class of 1970, the son of the late Bo and Sammy Etheridge. He also was preceded in death by a brother, Don. He is survived by a brother, Dean Etheridge of Lubbock. No memorial services have been set at this time for Gary, but please keep the Etheridge family on your prayer list today. Again, Gary Etheridge, a Muleshoe High School graduate of the class of 1970, died last week on Wednesday, November the 6th in Cedar Park after a long battle with cancer. He was a nurse for many years in Lubbock, and please keep the Etheridge family on your prayer list today. Well, we ended the football season last Friday night here in Muleshoe at Benny Douglas Stadium as the Mules fell to the Bushland Falcons 76-0, and that leaves the Mules on the 2019 season 0-10 and last place in the district. The District 2 3A standings are Bushland being the district champs at 5-0, 10-0 overall on their season. Shallowater 4-1 in second place and 6-4. The third place was Slayton at 2-3 and 5-5, and River Road came in fourth at 2-3 and 4-6. And all four of those teams will move on into the playoff, into the by-district round. Littlefield was fifth at 2-3 and 4-6, and Muleshoe in last place in the District 2 3A. You can find video highlights of that game under our sports tab at muleshoetv.com as the 2019 football season is now over with. But as we end football, we usher in basketball action. And coming up this Saturday, November the 16th, the varsity boys will be in action at Farwell at 2 p.m. Saturday afternoon. The next week on Tuesday, November the 19th, Olton will be the opponent at Olton, beginning at 4 p.m. with the JV girls. The JV boys will be played, and that's to be determined time-wise. Varsity girls will be at 6:30, and then the varsity boys at 8. That's this coming Tuesday next week, November the 19th at Olton. Then Friday, November the 22nd, they will be in action again away at Morton, the varsity boys at 8 p.m. Then Saturday, November the 23rd, here in Muleshoe at the MHS Gymnasium against Farwell. At 12 o'clock will be JV girls. Then at 1:30, the varsity girls will take on the Farwell Lady Blue. So good luck to our basketball teams as they really begin to get into the start of their season. The roster for the varsity Lady Mules, according to their head coach Kim Chafin, Grace Leal wears number 3 and is a junior on the team. Jordan Zapata wears number 5 and a junior. Danielle Moran is number 10 and a junior. Genesis Vasquez, number 11 and a sophomore. Anai Barrera is 14 and a junior. Kayla Soto, 22 and is a sophomore. Kylie Villa is 23 and a sophomore. Natalie Ambrose, 24 and a sophomore. Araceli Diaz wears number 30 and is a freshman. And Karina Sines is 32 and a junior. Anna Phillips is 40 and a senior. And Kylie Hernandez is 42 and a freshman. Again, their head coach is Kim Chafin. The assistants are Cheyenne Metters, AJ Villanueva. The managers are April Rodriguez, Destiny Flores, Jocelyn Ramirez, Caitlin Kelly. The MISD athletic director is Lee Walker, Superintendent R.L. Richards, and the MHS principal is Cindy Basirgo. So good luck to these varsity Lady Mules as they begin their 2019-20 basketball season. We've requested the varsity boys roster, and hopefully we'll get you that roster next week in our Muletrain news. Also, we thought we'd give you the school board members at MISD, as there's been several changes over the past summer, as Kelly Kettner and Kurt Miller both resigned their positions on the school board. The president is Curtis Preston. Vice president is Sergio Leal. Secretary is Ashley Turnbow. Members Jay Cage, Jesus Tovar, Kevin Morris, and Jeff King. Those are the school board right now at Muleshoe Independent School District, the trustees. The Calvary Baptist Youth will hold a fundraiser bake sale Saturday, November the 23rd at 18th and Avenue C in their fellowship hall, 9 a.m. till 2 p.m. They'll have pies, cakes, cookies, homemade jams, and much, much more. So go out and support the Calvary Baptist Youth in their bake sale fundraiser Saturday, November the 23rd at 18th and Avenue C in their fellowship hall, 9 a.m. until 2 p.m. They'll have pies, cakes, cookies, homemade jam, and much, much more. Well, it's time now for the weather forecast, brought to you today by K&K Pharmacy. First, a message from our sponsor. K&K Pharmacy right here in Muleshoe at 1411 West American Boulevard, where Christine K. or any of their helpful employees want to help you get rid of your weekly pill box. Find out how K&K Pharmacy can simplify your meds with the K-Pack Custom Medication Packaging Program, available now at 1411 West American Boulevard. Call them 806-272-7511. K-Pack Custom Medication Packaging, available now at K&K Pharmacy, where they can simplify your meds and get rid of your weekly pill box. Well, it's been chilly earlier in the week, as on Monday our high was 50 with a low down to 19 degrees. Then Tuesday, a high of 48 with a low at 10 degrees. Wednesday was a little bit warmer with a high at 71 and a low at 26. Looking at our forecast for the rest of this week, today on Thursday, sunny, high near 53 degrees, east-northeast winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Then clear tonight, low around 30 degrees, southeast winds around 5 miles per hour, becoming southwest after midnight. Sunny on Friday, high near 62 degrees, south-southwest winds between 5 and 15 miles per hour. Then mostly cloudy Friday night, low around 34. Partly sunny on Saturday, high near 70 degrees, southwest winds around 10 miles per hour, mostly cloudy Saturday night, low around 35. Windy conditions will set in Saturday night with the southwest winds between 10 and 20 miles per hour, becoming north 20 to 30 miles per hour after midnight. Then Sunday, again, it's going to be windy, mostly sunny, high near 56. North wind between 20 and 30 miles per hour. Gusts as high as 40 miles per hour during the day on Sunday. Sunday night, mostly clear, low around 32. North winds between 15 and 20 miles per hour, becoming southwest between 5 and 10 miles per hour in the evening. Monday, sunny, high near 67. West winds between 5 and 10 miles per hour, becoming east in the afternoon. Monday night, clear, low around 35. Tuesday, sunny, high near 65 degrees. Tuesday night, partly cloudy, low around 36. And that is the weather forecast for the next 6-7 days. And repeating, sunny today on Thursday, high near 53 degrees, east-northeast winds between 5 and 10 miles per hour. Then clear tonight, low around 30. Southeast winds around 5 miles per hour. Sunny on Friday, high near 62. South-southwest winds between 5 and 15 miles per hour. Then Friday night, mostly cloudy, low around 34. Sunny, partly sunny on Saturday, high near 70, mostly cloudy Saturday night, low around 35. Windy conditions will set in Saturday night and last through the day on Sunday, with Sunday being a high near 56. Wind gusts as high as 40 miles per hour, mostly clear Sunday night, low around 32. North wind between 15 and 20 miles per hour Sunday night as well, so get ready for that. K&K Pharmacy has presented to you this edition of the weather forecast. Well, this edition of the Mule Train is brought to you today by the First Bank, along with Leal's Mexican Restaurant. First, a message from our sponsors. Take control of your First Bank of Muleshoe debit card right from your smartphone with the My Mobile Money app. It's customizable card monitoring and controls that help you manage your accounts. With My Mobile Money app, you can set interactive controls to help monitor activity and prevent unauthorized use. You can turn your card on or off, set alerts, and deny transactions based on merchant or transaction type and location, monitor and control dependent cardholder usage, receive notifications of possible fraudulent transactions, and take action, deposit checks through your phone. Download the My Mobile Money app now at the App Store or Google Play. For more information, you can also call the First Bank here in Muleshoe, 806-272-4515, or go by 202 South 1st Street. The First Bank right here in Muleshoe, offering the My Mobile Money app. Available at the App Store or Google Play. Call the First Bank here in Muleshoe, 806-272-4515, or go by 202 South 1st Street. The First Bank, member FDIC.
Leal's is the best Mexican food I've ever eaten in my life, and I've been alive for 10 years now. Hi, I'm Isla Reynolds, and I enjoy the phenomenal bean burritos, rice and beans and chips, and seasoning salt. I've been around and eaten lots of Mexican food in 10 years, and Leal's is the best for sure, with the original being located at 1010 West American Boulevard in Muleshoe, Texas since 1957.
Make sure to go to the front page of our website, muleshoetv.com, as we have the Monday's Muleshoe City Council meeting, where that evening they honored all of the Muleshoe area veterans that were in attendance at the City Council meeting. And also find on our front page the great MHS Veterans Day program that was held Monday morning at the Carrie Moore Auditorium. Make sure to hear Air Force A1C Erica Arzola. She's an MHS grad from the class of 2017. She spoke to the students and veterans there gathered at that MHS Carrie Moore Auditorium. And then Ms. Val McCamish spoke about her experiences serving as the spouse of a Air Forceman. Of course, her husband, Daryl McCamish, served for over 20 years in the Air Force, and they lived several places all over the country and in Europe. And both of those are great speeches, and you need to go and watch that on the front page of our website, the MHS Veterans Day program held Monday morning at the Carrie Moore Auditorium. You're watching now some of the Veterans Ceremony, honoring ceremony from Monday at noon at the Bailey County Senior Center. Sorry we didn't make it to film that entire program, but you're watching video courtesy of Casey Lee. And we're going to hear them sing God Bless America there at that Veterans Day program. Some of the veterans that received certificates and got pins and to commemorate their service were Darwin McLeod, Lewis Wayne Schaefer, Dale Burden, Marshall Cook, Bill Johnson, Melvin Griffin, C.E. Grant, Marshall Head, Kenneth Henry, Richard Chitwood, Powder Bear Gonzalez, Harold Bierman, Jake Saylor, Joe Gear, Andrew Ennis, and Gene Bartley. Thanks for your service, men. The Bailey County Senior Center is having their Sponsor of the Week program going on. And if you want to learn how to be a Sponsor of the Week, speak with Royce Turner or the director, Carolyn Johnson. We forgot to do the one from yesterday, or from last week, as the Sponsor of the Week was the Sandy Turner Trust. The story of the Sandy Turner Trust is a more important one. The main character is, of course, Sandy Turner, a woman who has never been listed in America's Who's Who, but who truly should be. She was great, not because of her great accomplishments or glamorous lifestyle, but because of her inner strength, her ability to love, to help others, to give, to endure. Sandy married Royce Turner. Like many young couples living in the area, they were avid Texas Tech fans. They loved to go to the Texas Tech football games with their friends. The appropriate dress was certainly not casual back in those days. They dressed up for such an event. The men wore suits and the women dressed up in heels, furs, and nice jewelry. Sandy often expressed to Royce that she hoped someday she would be able to buy furs and jewelry like so many of their friends. Royce, being the successful farmer, was soon able to make that happen. He was so proud the year he went to Sandy and told her that every Christmas her gift would be $3,000 to buy whatever she wanted. And for a few years she did just that. The one year Royce gave her the money, and Sandy revealed to him that the purchasing of the furs and jewelry just wasn't fun anymore. She told Royce she would like to do something with it to help others. She knew herself and what was important in life. After looking into several options, Sandy chose to fund a scholarship program for Muleshoe graduating seniors. From 1972 to 2008, Sandy used her Christmas gift to give others an education that could not afford it. She donated a total of $75,000 in scholarship money over the years. Unfortunately, in 2009, Sandy was diagnosed with Alzheimer's, and as the years progressed, so did the disease. To honor her mother, Jill Mitchell, and her husband, Steve, wanted to keep Sandy's legacy of giving alive. They set up a trust for Sandy to benefit the Bailey County Senior Center. Royce joined with them, and the three of them today still serve as trustees of the trust. The trust has now reached $37,000 and continues to grow. Sandy Turner is a unique woman who changed her life and ultimately the life of so many others. And the Sandy Turner Trust was a Sponsor of the Week last week at the Bailey County Senior Center. This week, the Sponsor is the week is us here at Gillam Advertising Channel 6. So make sure to go into the Senior Center at Main and Avenue D. They have a brochure with lots of pictures and the history of Gillam Advertising and some really nice things that the director, Carolyn Johnson, wrote about us. Going on at the Senior Center today, they're having their line dancing class this morning. Curtis Shelburne is singing during the lunch hour. Bingo is being played at 1 p.m. this afternoon. Then tomorrow on Friday, November 15th, they'll have fitness fun at 9 a.m. Heather Garcia will be there to speak. They'll have a CPR class at 1 p.m. On Monday the 18th, fitness fun again at 9 a.m. Yoga for seniors will be Monday afternoon at 1 p.m. Tuesday the 19th, painting funny turkeys with the Art Association at 1 p.m. Fitness fun on Wednesday, November 20th at 9 a.m. Thelma Hughes will be there during lunch to speak. Loteria will be played at 1 p.m. Wednesday. Then Thursday, November the 21st, line dancing class will be at 10:30 a.m. They'll have the birthday party for everyone that celebrates in November during lunch. Then bingo will be at 1 p.m. That's all going on at the Bailey County Senior Center, Main and Avenue D, right here in Muleshoe. Make sure and attend today at 1:45 p.m. at the MHS Auditorium, the Shazo Elementary 5th grade inspirational program Together. It will be again today, Thursday, November the 14th at 1:45 p.m. at the Carrie Moore Auditorium, directed by Susan White. We'll be there to film it, so look for that coming up later at muleshoetv.com. We'll be back with more Muletrain news in just a few seconds, so please stay tuned. Since 1925, AIM Bank is proud to be one of the largest locally owned and operated banks in West Texas. Our expert bankers have an in-depth understanding of the local economy, and we are proud to provide our customers with quick local loan decisions. At AIM Bank, we know that strong local partnerships are crucial for growth and success. Investing in you has been our focus from day one. We provide the latest in technology for your online and mobile banking with features like mobile check deposit. At AIM Bank, we care about your accounts as much as you do, so we pride ourselves on real personal attention because we are also your neighbor. We invite you to come in and experience the real personal attention AIM Bank has to offer. We want to know you because we live, work, and raise our families right here in Muleshoe too. AIM Bank is committed to making a difference in the communities we serve. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender. Help us welcome to Muleshoe Dr. Kenneth Burke. Kenneth Burke, DO, is now practicing full-time in the medical clinic of Muleshoe and is ready to see patients. For an appointment, call today, 806-272-7544. Dr. Burke was born in De Leon, Texas, and went through Corpus Christi and Lubbock on his path to Muleshoe for his undergraduate training. And then in the U.S. Navy, he was responsible for mobilization and security of the medical and chaplain team. Shawnee, Georgia for medical school, and then Jersey City, New Jersey for his medical internship and family practice residency. Welcome to Muleshoe, Dr. Burke. He's purchased a home here and ready to make Muleshoe home again. For an appointment, call the Medical Clinic of Muleshoe, 806-272-7544. Help us welcome Kenneth Burke, DO, to Muleshoe. Well, St. Philip Neri Catholic Church and PEP will host their 74th annual Thanksgiving Festival on Thanksgiving Day, November the 28th this year at the Parish Hall. PEP's famous German sausage, turkey, dressing, and all the trimmings will be served from 11 a.m. till 2 p.m. on Thanksgiving. The country store will be filled with baked goods, crafts, sauerkraut, homemade bread, festival T-shirts, and the children can enjoy the fish pond and grab bags full of surprises. All proceeds from the event will benefit the church. Adult plates are $12 and $6 for children aged 6 and under. Cash or checks only. Takeout plates will be available until 2 p.m. on Thanksgiving and may be picked up at the Parish Hall for $12 each. For pre-orders of 10 or more carry-out plates, please call Dana at 806-786-1572 to order in advance. The famous German and breakfast sausage will be available for sale in the Parish Hall on Wednesday, November 27th from 7 a.m. till 6 p.m. Sausage will also be for sale during the festival. To find out more about the sausage sales, call FET at 806-245-6557 or Dell at 806-933-4667. A big raffle will be held as well. PEP is located in northwestern Hockley County on Highway 303. And it's about a 20-minute drive from Muleshoe, and that's their annual Thanksgiving Festival. Will be held on Thanksgiving Day, November the 28th, 11 a.m. until 2 p.m. Next week, Muleshoe High School will be having their college and career fair for their students and students from the surrounding area, where kids will get to be come in contact with people from colleges, local and area businesses, and military opportunities, which will be part of them exceeding after they leave high school. And it will be Wednesday, November the 20th, 8:30 a.m. until noon at Muleshoe High School, according to Stephen Butler, the Student Services Coordinator. So good luck on that career fair going on next week for our local students. Muleshoe Meals on Wheels program is seeking immediate volunteers to run a weekly route delivering meals to seniors in Muleshoe. They currently have 2 routes open on Tuesday. You can go and see Judy Kaufman, the aging coordinator and Meals on Wheels coordinator in the Bailey County Courthouse, or call her at 806-272-3647. Meals on Wheels needs volunteers immediately. Contact Judy Kaufman at the courthouse or call 806-272-3647. Well, we're sharing with you more of the interesting minutes from the First Baptist Church deacon meetings as they ramp up to celebrate next year the centennial of First Baptist Church being here in Muleshoe. They'll celebrate it on October the 25th, 2020, next year. In February 1944, the church voted to purchase a Speedomatic duplicator, a mimeograph machine for use in the church office. This machine can be used to good advantage in getting our letters, bulletins, and various other information of interest out to the public and help inform our members as well. The minutes from October 6, 1942 make known that the telephone had been installed on the pastor's home. The monthly cost is $2.20. The parsonage was located on the south lots of the property where the front walk and vestibule of the present church is located. In March 1948, the nursery and cradle row committee was authorized to employ Mrs. Goss to care for the children during Sunday school and worship services, and the training union salary was to be $2.50 for morning services, $2 for the evening, and $1 for each service during the revival. The necessary laundry work was to be included in the salary mentioned. And those are some of the interesting minutes from 100 years of the First Baptist Church here in Muleshoe, Virginia. Bowers is putting those together, and thanks for sharing them with us. Well, on your prayer list today, please continue to remember Barbara Mae Blackman. She has recently moved from Crown Point to Ventura Place in Lubbock. Also, keep Berta Combs on your prayer list. Jean Allison, on October 30th, she fell and broke her neck, but she is back in her assisted living and can walk and sit up without any pain medication. If you want to write to Jean, her address is 855 East Bass Road, that's B-A-S-S-E Road, room 204, San Antonio, Texas 78209. Robert Black had successful heart surgery. Please keep Robert and Martha on your prayer list today. Betty Noble, who's having eye surgery. Joe Jinks, Bob Graves, Mary Moore, Judy Lambert. Please keep her on your prayer list today. Wesley and Felicia Putnam, Linda Goff, Pat Nichols, Don Williams, Patty Kent, Matthew Alicon, J.W. Harrington, Butch and Judy Cox, Tanya Crawford, Marshall and Ann Head, Susan Kirby, Sally Ellis, Leonardo Aviles, Kearney Scoggin, Buck and Lynn Campbell, Wynn Cantwell, Mary Nell Bleeker, Marjorie Morgan. Remember Lewis Wayne and Wanda Schaefer, Gladys Black, Luke Siegel, Deke Kendrick, Walter Marie Boness, Molly Anthony. Remember Wanda Cockerham, Randy Smith, Sandy and Royce Turner. Also remember Isaac Carriega. Remember, please, the families that have recently lost a loved one, which include the family of Jimmy Webb, Daryl Kinmore, the family of Esteban Orozco, the family of Donna Guerin, the family of Gary Etheridge, the family of Joe Angel Everett, the family of James Leroy Thomas, and the family of Joe Harmon. Please keep all these families grieving the loss of a loved one on your prayer list today. Well, it's just about time for us to go on this edition of the Muletrain News Program, brought to you today by the First Bank, along with Leal's Mexican Restaurant. You can hear our Muletrain News programs free of charge on demand on our website, muleshoetv.com. Click on the Muletrain News link at the top center of the page.
I'm Tumbleweed Smith, gunfighters at the stockyards. Details in a moment on The Sound of Texas.
The Sound of Texas is brought to you here on MuleshoeTV.com by Bailey County Electric Cooperative Association, with offices in Muleshoe at 610 East American Boulevard, as well as in Morton at 1744 State Highway 114. They're celebrating rural electrification right here in the Muleshoe area through Bailey County Electric since 1939. They are owned by the members that they serve. Call 806-272-4504. Check them out online at bcecoop.com. The board of directors, the members, the employees, the manager, CEO David Markle, all hope you enjoy this Sound of Texas with Tumbleweed Smith.
had a friend of mine, he said he paid $100 for a cowboy hat, and I said, there ain't no way I'd ever pay that much for a cowboy hat. Well, now I get mine built, and they're $350 or more.
Perry Sampley wears Western clothes from the 1800s. He wears them all the time, especially when he is one of the featured gunfighters at the Fort Worth Stockyards.
I'm a bad guy. I like being dirty. Get shot a lot, but that's why we use blanks.
The gunfighters at the Stockyards use replicas of old Western pistols. They're sort of ambassadors for the Stockyards.
I love people. I love kids. I love talking to little kids, grown-ups, trying to teach how it was in the Old West. We get asked a lot of questions from people all over the world that come down there on what our dress is, what we use our stuff for, and everything that a cowboy has serves a purpose, either to water a horse or doctor up if you got hurt. We've been in a few low-budget movies. A lot of our guys were in True Grit. We do commercials. I go to Winchester, Virginia every year and do a gunfight. I portrayed Buffalo Bill. That's why my hair is long. And I fly on an airplane just like this, minus the spurs and the guns, which are, under the undercarriage of the plane. We went to Louisville, Kentucky one year and did a gunfight, or seminary college. So all of us were all dressed, and we're going through TSA. Well, everybody saw us come in, so they're all taking pictures. They're not paying attention. The airline, the ticket counter folks, I want a picture, what picture? Well, one of us had a live round in his carry-on they never saw. One of us had a knife on their watch chain that they never saw, and we didn't find out all this till after we went through. But, of course, afterwards, when we came back, it was a different story.
Perry Sampley's ranch is south of Fort Worth. I'm Tumbleweed Smith with the Sound of Texas.